4CHORD. This is a band who I've talked about before. I first heard of them when I actually saw them live at a show at should be Eggman, and they were part of like a Thai band, an event with like loads of bands playing, and I was just kind of really taken by that whole vibe. Basically, they are trying to quintessentially capture that idea of a idol band in that they go up on stage, they're musicians, they play band music, but they kind of had the idol outfits on. However, looking at this new song that came out 4 days ago from them, they seem to have the full... Oh, and I wanted to point out as well, they got 744 subscribers. So if you like this at the end, go and subscribe to them. They deserve to have more subscribers than this channel. But yeah, they just seem to have a bit of a band vibe about them. They seem to... I mean, they've always been a band and played musicians, but the idol outfits have kind of calmed down. They now just look like a straight girls band. So I'm wondering what this is going to deliver. The song itself is called Piece Picture. No idea from that what it's going to be. It came out 4 days ago. It's already got coming up to 1,000 views, so let's give them a little bit more. I am just excited to see what they come out of next. As mentioned, they just kind of have this nice pop rock vibe, but definitely they are a legit band who you know, kind of capture a bit of that fun that we expect from an idol group with genuine good quality rock music. So let's check out Piece Picture by 4CHORD. Let's go. Oh, okay, straight down to it. I'm liking that. It's a bouncy intro. Oh, that's cool. Did I mention they all sing? Oh, this is nice. Okay. I feel like this is going to be a catchy pop anthem in this. I think you're supposed to do it that way. Hey, in Japan you can do it both ways, just so you know. Bouncing between the vocalists is really adding a nice color to it. Those little layered bits of keyboard and guitar on the top as well. That call and answer in the vocals is really nice. There's a lot of good vocal stuff going on. Alright, bridge time. Bridge can make or break a song. Let's go. I'm liking that. Start with the keyboard solo. That's such a cool image. That's being projected on the screen though, right? Yeah, this is going to be a catchy one. This is going to be stuck in it. Okay, this one raises a lot of interesting questions. This raises a lot of interesting questions because that was such a nice. That was such a just infectiously fun pop rock song. But one of the things that was really cool is that you might notice that there was a lot of like interesting layered sounds. Now, I should point out that to the best of my recollection from what the research I did after I first met them, they were originally a 4-piece band, hence the name 4CHORD, which unfortunately might be a little bit different now there's 3 of them. But I wonder, listening to this song, they were very heavily making use of the fact that originally they had that sort of lineup and very heavily making use of like a second guitar, keyboard sounds as well, which makes me wonder, are they looking to add a 4th member, or are they doing something similar to bands like, well, Trident, where they're going, okay, we are a 3-piece, but we're going to use that as a kind of a carte blanche to do whatever we want to do with extra, layer whatever sounds we feel are appropriate. So today we can layer a keyboard, tomorrow we can layer a guitar. The day after we can layer like a koto. The day after we can layer an orchestra. In some ways, being a 3-piece gives you the ability to do that. So I'm really intrigued whether this is trying to tell us something about which direction the band are going to go in next. However, the net result, however you address that, which is we've got like a 3-piece band here where all of them are vocalists. I think that what they mainly showcase is that they want all of the members to get involved in the vocals, which is something they commonly do, and I think is a nice selling point for the band. Occasionally you have one member singing, then another member singing, then another member singing. Then you get things like the call and answer where it's the peace, 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 the background and forwards, and you get some bits where they're all singing together chorally. I think basically doing that kind of idol J-pop style of vocal construction, vocal arrangement, and then putting that over a song that's clearly written as a band rock song, great idea. As musicians, obviously they are, they got this, how to say, like kind of like a garage band kind of vibe where it really feels just sort of very much like they're kind of just sort of playing the melodies. It's nothing sort of super complicated or anything like that. And that is part of that fun vibe as well. I think the first time I showed them to someone on my Discord, I think someone actually brought up the Monkees of all, but the Monkees, the band from the 60s, who were kind of like similar thing. They were kind of more about the look, and then there were questions about whether they actually played their instruments, but it was all fairly simple kind of rock and roll stuff. In this case, I mean, I've seen 4CHORD, I know they play their instruments, but they're not playing anything super complicated. It's more about the melodies and kind of just them being a band whilst also using the vocal layering. And in this particular case, so there's a fire engine going by. In this particular case, I think that it just kind of came across very charming, very well. I do wonder ultimately what fan base they're going to appeal to most of all. Because if you're a fan of rock music, you might like have questions and stuff about, okay, I mean, I've noticed even with bands like Trident, people are not big fans of layering sometimes, as in like using backing tracks and stuff. I have no problem with it if it's something you've creatively decided to do to expand upon your band lineup and allow yourself to be free to add additional sounds to your music. So I'm interested about whether 4CHORD are insinuating that they're going to add a 4th member, or whether this is them just saying, look, we want to be free to layer sounds. But that might be something which I wonder how that's going to play out with fans more on the rock side. Fans on the idol side, I'm interested to know how they're going to feel about the band going for a slightly more rocky, monochrome, slightly more dark, conventional style clothes in this video, because usually they wear quite bright, colourful dresses in a lot of the other videos. I'd be interested to know how fans from the poppy side feel. I'm intrigued, because this song does feel like it is genuinely combining the pop and the rock really well. It does feel like a Japanese girls band meets J-pop in a very honest and real way. I'm intrigued by what kind of audience this is mainly going to appeal to, though, because definitely the music, the fun, the vibe is all there. But I think this is going to be an intriguing one to see who is most won over by this. I would certainly say, though, from my perspective, definitely a band worth seeing live. If you see them live, it kind of like it contextualizes everything you're seeing here and gives you a vibe for just how kind of like how good they are at mixing the J-pop and the J-rock elements. The video I did like, though, I've got to be honest, as someone who has seen them live and is therefore kind of enjoying this aspect. And when I say see them live, I always say I mean in person if you can. Obviously, that's not possible for everyone, but if you come to Japan, do go see them live. It's definitely a show worth seeing. But the video is really coolly done with the projector kind of screen behind them. Every single frame I select is just a close-up where it doesn't show anything on the screen. Seriously? Can I not just get one where there's an image in the background? That's the nearest I can get. See, you click on the frame, it shows you that, and you click on it, and that's not what you get. YouTube, sort it out. There you go, that's pretty good. I like that idea of having the patterns and the animations behind them. That was really cool. So for me, the vibe of this is really good. It's something that definitely, I think, yeah, I think this makes me go, cool, I'm enjoying this. I do wonder though, which music fans I would recommend this to. Who do I think this would really click with? Because I feel in a way they are doing the pop meets rock thing in a way that I don't think any other band are doing it like this, you know. So I'm intrigued to see. I'm also intrigued to know what you guys think, as always, because I want you to get in the comments and tell me what you think. Anyway, that's where I will be looking forward to hearing your messages. But until I do, see you in the comments and hear what you think. Until then, for now, ciao, ciao.